Hi guys, my name is Isha, for those of you guys who are new. And if you're new, you probably don't know who this is. This is Jordan. Say hi, Jordan.
Hi.
Hi, Jordan. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Bonso. So for today's video, me and Jordan are going to be carving these pumpkins because it's almost Halloween. And basically, we're just going to talk.
Can I eat this?
I don't see why not. I don't think it'll taste very good.
It's sweet.
I don't think it's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, I just looked at it. It's sweet. I like it.
No, you didn't lick it.
I just licked it. I swear to God. Look. It's sweet. I swear.
Ew.
Just try it. It's sweet. I swear to God, it's sweet.
Pretty much anytime someone goes on a trip with us, they end up like crying or like really wishing that they could go home.
Like either crying when they go home, fighting. We all just don't talk to each other. There's a lot of arguing when there's trips with us. Like there's never a time when there's no arguing.
There's never a trip where it's like completely peaceful, like no stress, nothing. Like no.
Like somebody getting cussed out, somebody.
Yeah, if anything, our trips are more stressful than relaxing. Okay, let's talk about the trip to LA with Jazzy, but not with me. Well, first things first, pretty much, I was about to fight Jazzy.
Okay, we was all about to fight her that trip.
Yeah, because she was being irritating, but like, I'm sure she knows.
So, we all went to LA. We were going to Disneyland, right? The happiest place on earth.
Or we thought.
So it was me, Isha, Jazzy, which is my sister, and then our friend Jamie. And then we brought a newbie along with us, Taylor. And so Taylor was like the only one who's never been on a trip with us. Like we've all been on vacations together, so we know how we are. But Taylor had never been on a trip with real.
It was her first time.
With ethnic people.
It was her first time going somewhere with us where she would be with us longer than like 6 hours.
It was crazy. We drove from like here at like 2. We left at 2 o'clock in the morning. We got to Universal Studios like at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like we were like putting deodorant on in the car. And then we walked out and went to Universal Studios with no sleep since like the day before. Like that.
We all looked rough. Like.
But that was the roughest I ever looked out in public like that.
I didn't look that rough actually. I look normal.
I don't think there was any issues.
No, we enjoyed Universal Studios. We were just like really tired. That's it.
We were only there for like 4 hours. We
literally left Universal Studios at like what, 2:30, 3 in the afternoon.
No, it was like 1.
Yeah, we weren't even there very long.
We were there for the 4.5 hours.
We were like, yep, we rode everything. I think we rode Jurassic Park what, like 4 times.
Yeah. And there was nobody there.
And there was nobody there. So at like 1:32, we just were like, okay, let's get out of here. First of all, it was like 11:30 at night. And I was telling them, I was like, go to sleep, you guys. Because we planned to wake up at 5 a.m. to go to Disneyland the next day.
5 a.m.
I was like, you guys need to shut up and go to sleep so that we could all like have a good night of sleep before we spend the entire day in Disneyland tomorrow. Because our plan was to wake up at 5, go get something to eat, go to Disneyland, and then be there until 12 a.m. But they were all being loud, jumping from one bed to another, and then at one point they finally went to sleep. And then we're all sleeping and the phone rings and I answer it. Mind you, I'm half asleep, and the front desk person is like, is Jazzy there? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, there's someone here in the lobby looking for her. And I'm like, I'm half asleep, so I'm not really processing this information. So I'm like, okay. And I hang up, and then mind you, there's 2 beds. So me and Jordan are sleeping in one bed, and in the other bed it's Jazzy, Jamie, and Taylor.
In a full-size bed.
In a full-size bed. And so I roll over and I tap Jordan. I'm like, Jordan, there's someone downstairs looking for Jazzy.
It took us a minute to process it, like, oh yeah, Jazzy, someone's down there for you. And we're like, wait a minute, we in LA, who knows?
We don't know anyone in LA. Yeah. We're all sitting around kind of just like quiet, like in shock. And then all of a sudden we heard a knock on our door.
Oh yeah. That was the wildest moment.
And then Jordan, like, he had like acid reflux, but he also like got scared. So like he literally got up and he ran to the bathroom. Mind you, our bathrooms, like they had doors, but they weren't like real doors. They were just like sliding doors. He ran to the bathroom and he started throwing up. Anyways, when we went to Disneyland, we were all fighting. At the end of the night, we all wanted to fight Jazzy.
Cause she left us at Disneyland.
She left us at Disneyland.
She really, it was like the fireworks, right? So we were all arguing, like trying to say, okay, stay. Then all of a sudden the fireworks go off and we're like, we're looking at the sky, we look down and she ran.
She's like speed walking.
Like she like was on a mission to like get some money. And then we're like, Jamie, go get her. And Jamie started going after her. Jamie's like, I gave up. She was walking too fast. And also, mind you, we've been at Disneyland since 5 o'clock in the morning. Our phones are all like dead.
They're all dying. The only ones that had battery left, I think, were me and Jamie.
Yeah.
But then at that point, Jazzy was already mad at Jamie. So every time Jamie would call Jazzy, she wouldn't answer. But anyways, and then they're all like, Isha, you call Jazzy. You're the only one that she's not mad at.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, fine. Like, I guess, like...
And Taylor was like, guys, it's fine. Guys, let's just not upset her. We can find our way home.
We were walking out to the front. And
then Aisha's like, well, let me call her because she's not mad at me and I don't want to get left.
She's like, I'm at the car. I'm like, and then Jordan is like, tell her to come here and pick us up at the front. So I'm like, Jazzy, can you drive to the front to come pick us up?
And then she was like, no.
No, you guys could walk.
And we drive silently to the hotel. And then we get in there and like everybody's just like quiet, like taking their clothes off and like getting ready for bed and stuff like that.
So I went to the lobby, and in the lobby there was like chairs to sit down. So I just sat down and ate my Cheesecake Factory right there. And then Jordan comes and he's like, oh, it's okay, like it's fine, like everything will be okay, just come back upstairs. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I go back upstairs and I sit down in the little booth that we have in our hotel room. And then Jazzy's looking at me as I'm like sitting there eating my Cheesecake Factory looking mad. And she's like, why are you mad?
He was like, Jazzy was like putting her makeup off. She's like, and what are you mad for?
Yeah, she's like, and what are you mad for? And then I went on.
I never seen Aisha go, like, Aisha and Jazzy arguing like never happened. It's always like me and Jazzy arguing, Jamie and Jazzy arguing, but Aisha and Jazzy.
Yeah, back then I didn't argue with anybody.
Like she was just there.
I was just there. I was like the neutral person.
And then Aisha went off. She's like, first of all, bitch, because you left us in Disneyland and all this, you have an attitude and you want to leave us and all this. And then Jazzy just looked at her. Didn't she just laugh?
She just started laughing.
Just laughed in her face. And Jamie was sitting on the bed like looking back. And Taylor's like, whoa. At this point, Taylor had never witnessed this type of drama in her life. She was on the phone with her mama being like, Mom, you gotta buy me a plane ticket so I can go home. I have to leave. They're doing too much. We all fight and then we get over it like within an hour or two.
Yeah.
And then the next day we wake up and we're like all happy. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go to Roscoe's and then we're gonna go downtown shopping, take pictures and like just go around the town, stuff like that. And we're like, Taylor, get up. And then Taylor was just in bed, like she was acting like she was unresponsive, like she was in a coma. And we're like, Taylor, come on. And she was like taking long. We were all getting dressed. She's like, actually, I don't feel good.
I feel sick.
I feel sick. I'm just gonna stay here. You guys go. And of course we're like, okay. And so then we left Taylor. We was out in LA living our best lives, taking pictures, posing like we was somebody. And then I called Taylor, I'm like, oh, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm in Disneyland. She pulled a Lizzie McGuire move up on us. All up in bed, like oh, I'm sick, I can't do it. And an hour later, she walked around Disneyland by herself, taking pictures with princesses.
When we went for Lex's birthday, that was like the most normal trip we've ever had.
That was probably like the best trip I've ever had to Disneyland.
Yeah, me too.
Like there was no arguing,
There was no arguing. Well, besides like before I won the VIP trip and like you guys were calling me idiot.
We were calling you an idiot?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I didn't know what a lot of things were. Calling me Robertson.
She didn't have the same educational background as us. So she don't know a lot of stuff that we know. And it's not even, I feel like it's just like he was born in a whole nother era.
In another era, yeah.
Like
it's just like, it's not even like educational things. It's just like childhood things that like I didn't experience.
We was talking, was that because we were talking about Get Me Bodied or no? Like Naomi Campbell Walk?
Probably.
And then she's like, what's Naomi Campbell? Why is she saying Naomi Campbell Walk and Get Me Bodied by Beyonce? I thought that Beyonce was singing about Naomi from 90210. And I was like, Aisha, what are you talking about? Naomi Campbell, like the supermodel? Who's that? I was like, oh my God. Yeah, we were talking about Aisha because we were like, you don't know anything. And then we were at Disneyland, right? And during the time we were there, it was like the Diamond Celebration. And then when you're like entering the park, they have like this like banner and they're like, oh, text like Dream or like something like that. Like
Diamond.
Text Diamond to like this number and enter chance to win the Diamond Celebration package. So we were all like, oh, we might as well do it. And then so the first day we did it, like we didn't win nothing. And the second day.
But you guys didn't do it the second day because you're like, oh.
Oh yeah, we didn't do it the second day. We only did the first day. And then Aisha like did it, but she didn't even tell nobody she did it.
No, I just did it because I was like, well, I'm not gonna win anything anyway. So why am I gonna say like, oh, I did it?
So then we're getting on Tower Terror. We waited in line for like an hour. And then we're right about to get on the ride. Aisha's on the phone and then like she was like talking, and then me and like Lex, we were like, what is she talking about? Like who is she on the phone with? That's so important. And then the ride
and like the phone call like was so long, like we were waiting in line and I was on the phone.
She was on the phone for a good 35 minutes.
And then we were on the ride and I was still on the phone.
On Tower Terror. She gets off the phone and we're like, Aisha, why are you on the phone for? Like you're so like you're an idiot. Why are you on the phone? Like you're not enjoying the ride after we get an hour. She's like, guys, you won't believe it. And we're like, what? She's like, that was like Disneyland that just called me. I was like, okay, what are they calling you for? And she's like, I won. I look at Aisha, I won.
I won.
I won. I was like, what you mean you won? And we're like, Aisha, you idiot, it's win, not won. And then she's like, no, I won the Diamond Celebration. We're like, what? And she's like, yeah, they told me to meet us there. Oh yeah, you and your whole group get the VIP tour of Disneyland, like get your own like guide.
But pretty much like we were able to skip in front of like all the lines for all the rides. We got free food.
Oh yeah, we got free food.
Like we ate our meal and then we still got like churros and like popcorn. So our pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns, whatever you want to call them, are done. So we're gonna show you guys. We're gonna turn the lights off so you can see.
It's about to get real spooky up in here.
Spook.
3, 2, 1. Moo. Whose is better? You decide.
So let me know who you think did the better pumpkin in the comments. Personally, honestly, I think Jordan did better.
Personally, honestly, I think I did better too.
Okay, well, if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any story that you really...
Wow guys, thanks for watching. I'm Aisha. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and comment. I don't know what you're gonna comment, but comment something nice, not ugly, because people will get real crazy out here. And you know, subscribe to the channel and be as spooky as you can while October is still in. Today's post notification shout out goes to Catherine_Perez126.
Thank you so much for having my post notifications on, Catherine. If you would like a post notification shout out, make sure to turn the post notifications on and comment jack-o'-lantern when you're done.
That is JACK-O-lantern. I can't spell that right now. But yeah.
Alright guys, see you guys next week.
It's spooky, get spooky, eh. She gon' shake it like a red, no, like a